What's up, guys? How you doing? And welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a knife from Topline, a company I've never owned a knife from. This is the most budget-friendly knife you're going to find, I think, maybe. Just under 12 bucks at 11.95 on Amazon. That's without a coupon, and that's not on sale. That is the price. I am not expecting much. I'm expecting a turd supreme. I am not expecting a great knife. 12 bucks, but I say, hey, you know what? I never had a knife from them. Maybe it's awesome. Maybe it's the best budget knife I've ever owned in my life. Who knows? Top line. Let's check them out. All right, so we have a box. I already cut the thing. Oh, it's got an address on there. So if you want to just go there, anyways. Yeah, so, okay, box in a box. This is like a Russian doll. I hope there's like not 50 boxes and end up being like this tiny, teeny knife. A booklet. I did not expect a booklet and or 2 boxes for 12 bucks. Care and maintenance, safety warnings, dear customer, yours sincerely, Topline Tools. Okay. How to open it. A lot more words than I thought I'd see. Okay, liner lock on some models, pivot lock. So I guess it's a general booklet for all their knives. Now, okay, clear this up for me, guys. Maybe I'm being a dumb. That is a crossbar / axis lock, right? Is that also called a pivot lock? Because I was under the impression a pivot lock was where you push the center where the pivot's at, and that's where it locks it at. There's some companies out there like DreamTech, a couple others companies that have those where you just push where the pivot is, and it's like a compression lock or some kind of thing. I don't know. But do they also call that a pivot lock? That's 2 knife companies and a week that have said that that's a pivot lock. Unless, I'm an alternate, alternate dimension or something like that, and the Mandela effect's happening. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And if I'm right, please let me know because I feel crazy. Anyway, that's not important. Let's get to this super expensive $12 knife. Like I said, if this thing falls apart when I take it out of the box, I'm sorry. I'll have to end the review at that point, or the overview. But if it stays together, we can do something. Okay, so a box in a box, which is more than most knife companies do. And it's a window thingy with a magnet. Okay. A window, magnetic. It comes with a screw. I don't know if this got stuck on there or whatever, but there's a little screw right here. Little gold screw. Maybe it's like Willy Wonka. Maybe I won something. Maybe I get to go to the Topline factory and fall into a machine or something. Anyways, it's got a little gold screw in there. That might be something because there's no gold screws on this thing that I know of. Cool. I'll keep it just in case. So let's pop this out of the box. I'm kind of nervous. I mean, $12 knife. I mean, at the very, it's worth $12 to check out a knife, I think. And even if it's a piece of crap, I'm only down 12 bucks. Let's get it out of here. I'm going to go over the materials here in a second. Let me get that queued. It should be queued up already. I forgot to close my phone. I have a flippy phone, not like an old school one. It's whatever. I'm gimmicky. So let's get the stats pulled up again before we actually take this thing out, because that's what really kind of impressed me. How is this thing 12 bucks, and will it fall apart on me? Because we have aluminum scales with micarta inlays, and I wanted to see it up close first. Let's look at it. Looks like micarta, a little rough around the edges, but that's micarta. So they're not lying so far. Feels like micarta. The aluminum is aluminum, whatever. Okay. So far they're not lying, but yeah, like I said, the micarta's got little fluggies or whatever hanging off of there, which is not a big deal. It makes it look more like micarta, which is kind of good, I guess. Okay, trying that one more time. I expected to feel grinding and sand, and I expected the blade to fly off or whatever, but that's me. That's some decent action. Actually, borderline good action, snappy action. Okay, this makes no sense. I'm going to try to keep I am being positive. I'm just like confused. Got a little top line on there. Satin finish, little reverse tanto blade on there. Let's feel for sharpness. What? Why are you sharp? You guys have to take my word for it, but that is pretty freaking sharp. Out of the box. The finish looks decent. Little top line there. Wait a minute. See, that's a little screw there. Maybe they give you a screw. It's like their calling card or something. Let me wipe this blade off. I already got fingerprints on it. Maybe it's like their calling card. Like, here's a screw from Topline, little gold screw. It might be a thing. I don't know. If you guys get one of these, let me know. But you can see like the Topline. It doesn't really pick on camera. It's kind of smudged out a little bit where they put the whatever kind of screening they put on to put that Topline on there. But not a big deal. $12, right? Keep in mind $12. It has jimping. Oh, by the way, let's look at dimensions real quick. 3.25, nice tanto blade. I think we already said satin finish, jimping, blah, blah, blah. 14C28N. So I'm shaking a little bit. Sorry, guys. 14C. I don't know their heat treating. I don't know if it's good or not. Probably not for 12 bucks, but it's 14C anyways. So not a not a bad blade steel for 12 bucks. Not for bad blade steel for 50 bucks. Jimping is jimping. It actually does the job. Holy crap. It's actually decent jimping. It goes back on there, but you still feel it when it's inside the case here. So it actually does the job of the jimping. Let's do the ergo since we're here. Not bad on the ergos at all. Kind of angular. So if you don't like that kind of feel in your hand, you kind of really don't feel the pocket clip. I was about to say you feel the pocket clip, but you don't because it feels angular. Like you get the little edges and stuff. So, weird. Close. Let's see it on the close. Not really drop sheddy, and I'm pretty sure it's on. Let's look in there. Those are bearings, guys. Yeah, those are bearings. It doesn't say on their thing, but those are definitely bearings. Pop it open again. That was me. There's no jimping on a flipper. So if you want to hit it on something, there you go. One thing I will hit it on, I already noticed, as like that Bativli last month, I don't know why they put holes there when you can't access them at all for opening. There is no way anybody is ever getting in there to open. Yeah. Not even reverse flake. It's even worse because look at your liner lock's like right there. You've got like a millimeter to get your, not happening. But that's fine because it's a flipper and you could use this, I don't know. You could pull it open, I guess, if you want to do like a traditional slip joint. There is a little pull on the detent. Yeah, a little wiggle right there, but not bad. Let's check blade wiggle itself. Non-existent. It is solid, dude. I don't get this. It makes no sense. Let's close it up, look at the fit and finish on the handle and all the scales and all that stuff. Aluminum scales, carbon fiber, not carbon fiber, micarta. Micarta inlays, like I say, it's got little stringies, but that makes it look more like micarta, man. Gives it more of that linen look. It does say linen, not micarta, by the way. A little G10 backspacer loop for your lanyard, not reversible. The machining looks decent on the aluminum. I'm not seeing anything mismatched, no gaps, no real hot spots to talk about. The hardware looks good. Maybe that might be a little marring there, but it might just be schmutz. I don't know. Not a big deal. Like I said, 12 bucks, right? The liners look solid. Your pins are nice. Jeez. I don't know. And like I said, you got a couple little linen strings hanging off there, but that gives it more of a linen look to it. You know what I mean? So it looks more like a cloth or something because of that. So the micarta is micarta-ing. Maybe that's why they do it. There is a little gap right there. And I'm not bitching. I swear to God, I'm not bitching. There's a little gap right there where the pocket clip goes in, but that's fine. If I saw that in a like $50, $100 knife, I'd be pissed off, but not on a $12 knife for sure. Let's feel the clip. Springy, but not loose in the pocket. Holds. No, here to pop out. I don't know, dude. This would be great for a $30 knife, maybe $40 knife. The design is funky kind of. It looks kind of cool. I'm into off-the-wall stuff. Let's compare it with the Migron I did last time. Size-wise, comparable. I don't think I did the full dimension of that. Yeah, 3.25-inch blade, 14C28N, aluminum micarta scales, 7.75 overall, about the same size, maybe a little longer than this Migron. Oh, by the way, this thing's badass. You guys already know. You saw how excited I was about that guy. But for 12 bucks, I recommend any one of you guys who are on a tight budget and want something really cheap just to bang around or whatever, check these guys out. This knife in particular, I don't know about their other knives. I mean, that might be a bunch of crap. But this one, like I said, I'll go over it real quick again. Fit and finish. The blade wiggle is almost non-existent blade wiggle. Centered up. Did we check that? Pretty sure. But the lockup's nice. Centered, perfectly centered. 14C, micarta, aluminum, lanyard hole. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think in the comment if you have one of these. If this is a hidden gem, it might be. Thank you guys for watching. $12 knife. Thank you to all my veteran brothers and sisters and all my active duty guys and girls out there. Be safe. Thank you guys for watching. Check these guys out.